Good morning, children. We are coming to another class today. I hope you all are enjoying your videos day by day by different teachers, by different subjects. And today, I hope you all are very fine. Today, I am going to take your English reader lesson 5, The Railway Children. How many of you had gone to railway journey? Is it anyone? Yes, of course. I know many of you may go with your parents from one place to another by train, or you may go to visit your uncle, auntie, grandparents, or your native places, isn't it? Yes. But here the story is entirely different. Okay? It is not a railway journey. It is about three children, this story. The railway children. And this story had taken from the famous children's book written by Edith Nesbit. Okay? Who wrote this story? Edith Nesbit. And it is considered to be a classic. Okay? And now, all of you open your textbook to page number 33, lesson 5. Did you all open? Okay. Now look into the page number 33. You can see three pictures. The first one mother is sitting there with their children and reading stories. Second one, you can see many children with one man. And third story, the third picture, you can see three children with one man. Can you find which picture belongs to this story? Yes, third one is the picture that is belongs to or tell about this lessons. Okay, now let us read the background of this story. Three children, along with their mother, move from London to the Three Chimneys. Okay, underline the Three Chimneys. And what do you mean by the Three Chimneys? It is a house near the railway line in Yorkshire. Okay, so they moved from London to Yorkshire. Okay, and here one sad thing had happened. Their father was imprisoned. Okay, what do you mean by imprisoned? Kept in prison or taken as captive. Okay, but the children did not know for what or for which reason the father had imprisoned. The children could not attend school, but they did not complain. So that is another things you have to understand. See, their father is imprisoned and the children are not going to school, but the children are not complaining to their mother. This story is about how the children get used to their new home and their adventures in the new place. That means the hard work or the task that they are doing it in the new place. Okay, now coming to the story, you can see it is given picture by picture and it is very easy to understand. And you can see the first picture. Their mother was sitting in a room and she was writing. Mother was always locked up in her upstairs room and writing stories. What she is doing it? Writing stories. Then in the second picture, you can see the mother is sitting there and the children are around her and they are having a free time or they are having their tea time. Okay? She read out wonderful stories that she had written to the children at a tea time. Tea time means free time, or in the evening when the mother is free and the children are sitting around her and listening. What she is doing it? She is reading wonderful stories to her children. How many of your mother used to read stories to you? Yes, I know. All of your mother, you read stories to you. Sometimes during the sleep. Okay, when you are going to the bed to sleep, the mother used to tell stories. And even some children, they are very hard to eat sometimes. So that time, the mother used to tell stories to make the child to eat very fast. Okay, now you understood that two part of the story. The first one, you can see that the mother was sitting and writing stories. In the second picture, you can see that she was reading out the stories to her children. Okay, now coming to the next page, turn to the next page. It is something different. Their new surroundings. Surrounding means the place around their house. Their new surroundings were so beautiful with rocks, trees, hills, valleys, canals, and the new railway that the children forgot about their villa in London. Villa means the place or the house they had stayed in London. Okay. So, in the new place, which are the things they can see? They can see rocks, trees, hills, valleys, canals, and the new railway. So, the people, those who are staying near to the railway lines, they are very happy because they can hear the sound of the train one after the other passing through the railway line. And even at midnight while they are sleeping it, they can hear the sound of the train passing it. Some of them like it. Okay? But here also the children like that situation. What kind of situation it is? They are staying near to a railway line with rocks, trees, hills, valleys, canals, and the new railway. And almost they forgot about their old home and their surroundings. And they are telling to their mother, "Oh mother, this place is so beautiful," because they like the place very much. Okay, now you understood that, and you can see that there is a beautiful house there and the surroundings also there. You can see trees and hills, all these. Okay, did you enjoy reading it? Okay, now come to the next. From time to time, mother reminded them that they were poor. Reminded means to remember. Okay, just repeat again and again. But the children did not seem to mind that. They were not mind to it. Okay? Because, what is the reason? They always had enough to eat and still had their clothes. So, the children need only these two things because they are not worried about anything else. They want to eat all the food items that they like to eat. And also, they had to wear beautiful dresses. So that's why. If they will get that, they will be very happy, isn't it? Are you like that? Yes. Okay. So, here the same thing is happened to the children too. Now see the next. In June, it rained very hard for 3 days. It was very cold and the family faced a hard time. So we know that in our Kerala also during the month of June and July and even now in August we have rainy season, isn't it? And it is very cold and you can see water around us and you may feel very cold during the daytime and even in the night. But here the same way in June they had rain for how many days? For 3 days. And the children and the family were very cold and they're having a hard time. And mother, can we light a fire? He was asking to his mother. No, Peter, we can't afford to light a fire as coal is very expensive. What is that? So, no, Peter, we can't afford to light as a fire as coal is very expensive. Okay, that means in some of the hilly areas houses you can see a firelight pot. Okay, that means the place they used to keep firewood or coal to burn. Okay, so while they are burning it, the room will be warm up and they will not feel cold. Here also the same condition, you can see that picture there. There is a place and where they can lighten the fire. Okay, so underline the word afford. Afford. Okay, afford means, that means have enough money. They don't have enough money to buy coal. Coal is very expensive. That means it is more expensive. They had to give money. In the beginning itself, they told that they don't have father. The father is in the prison and they have a hard time and they are very poor and the children are not going to school. All these things. That's why the mother said it is very hard to afford coal. Okay. So during that time, in the next picture you can see Phyllis, my dear, you cannot have both jam and butter on bread. It is either butter or jam. That means they had to take either one of the things only with the bread. They cannot eat both the butter and jam because it is too expensive too. That shows they are living in a very poor life. Okay? Okay? Now you understood? Okay? Phyllis, my dear, you cannot have both jam and butter on bread. It is either butter or jam. So now look at the next picture there. Peter was very silent when her mother told that we cannot afford by the coal. So Peter was silent all day and then he suddenly had a brilliant idea. Brilliant, you underline that? That means a bright idea, very bright idea. Okay, brilliant means very bright idea. Okay, I am going on an adventure all by myself. Don't tell anyone. If mother asks, tell her I am playing at the mines. Who said that? Peter. To whom? His sisters. But he is going to do it? He is going on an adventure. For what he is going? Going on an adventure. And he was telling to his sisters, if mother will ask about me, you should not tell that I am going for an adventure. Adventure means, what is the meaning of it? Engage in daring or risky task or activity, hard things to do, okay, something like that. And see on the next picture, you can see Phyllis and her sister and Peter. What sort of mines? Sort means what kind of mine? Okay, well, the coal mines. What kind of mines he was going to do? Coal mines, okay. If I really find the mines, you can come along to push the cart. If you can come with me when I'll call, he said. He said to his sisters, okay. Now I am going to find out coal mines. Mines means the place where the coal is digging out or heaving it, okay. So, well, the coal mines. If I really find the mines, you can come along to push the cart, okay. So, today's class we will finish up to here and then we will continue on the next class. Thank you everyone, and read your lessons till this page number 33 and 34. Then we will continue on the next class.